Now, I got a question. I can't find the answers to this question anywhere because people view the world so much differently compared to me. I've had people be surprised when I tell them I wasn't well liked in middle school because they think of me as cool. And others are on some shit like, tell me something I didn't know. Basically, sometimes I think, am I weird? I know I'm not weird, but maybe I am. I don't know. Literally, the last video I briefly went over how I find it easy to communicate with people of different personality types and school cliques, but I didn't say why. The reason why I've found friendship in so many people is because I don't fit in with a single group. Maybe people, but not a whole group. I'm on my high school football team and in my school drama club. I love being an absolute jackass and doing the dumbest, most free will shit, and I also like to sit down and talk about or debate complex topics. I love playing video games and doing sports. My playlist is beyond cooked with the amount of genres. I'm not weird in the fact that I'm super underground with my interests, but rather I have too many interests. And that may sound awesome. It is. It can be. But it kind of sucks. The thing is, groups of people are a group for a reason. They share one attribute most of the time. So when I come waltzing into my auto shop class talking about art and shit, it's just like, what the fuck? Who are you? Why are you here? Are you lost? This has been a problem for me personally, and it may apply to you, so just keep watching. But in elementary school, I wasn't afraid to show who I was. I have this habit, like, of getting myself really hyped up while thinking of a plotline in my head to the point where I'm like jumping and running and making noises with my mouth. And I do this without a care in the world while everyone just watched thinking I was having a seizure. When I started having crushes on girls, I stopped doing this because I thought I was really embarrassing myself. But everything else about me remained. I would dye my hair sometimes even. Like I had it purple. It was fucking crazy. Then get to middle school. Middle school was rough, and it's definitely rough to not follow the sheep herd. Grade 6 was fine because that was COVID. Height of the LGBT community and Dream SMP, everyone was a little weird. Then in grade 7, that stuff was gone. And in middle school, there's this huge desire to be cool, in my opinion, unparalleled to high school, as middle school is usually smaller, easier to lead. I started noticing people not liking me as much. I listened almost exclusively to rock and metal music, and I was lambasted for it so badly. It kind of pisses me off that it's trending now amongst Gen Z, but whatever. I'm pretty athletic nowadays, but I could give less of a shit back then. And my school focused on sports, so it was over right then and there. But grade 7 was just the catalyst for grade 8. Everything I was disliked for was cranked up 5 notches. And this time, my sexuality and political views were brought into this. In general, you can get the memo. I wasn't well liked. I was pretty different. Grade 8 is probably one of the most isolated periods of my life mentally. Honestly, at one point, I just hated everyone around me. Towards the end of grade 8, some stuff did happen that made people like me a lot more, but that's not really the topic. Let's go to grade 9. I am now playing football and listening to a lot more rap music, and I noticed almost instantly on my first day, people were rocking with me more, especially more popular people. Long story short, this all went to my head. I was living in the moment because of how annoying not being liked was compared to this. I thought I was still the same person, just people didn't care anymore. Looking back on it, no. I was different. I had an ego, and I thought I was cool, and was straight up a dick to people sometimes. As I said earlier, I'm in my school's drama club. All of those guys probably don't know this, so if anyone from there is watching, my fault. But I would consistently make fun of all those people and just shit on them constantly behind their back. All this because I desired to be liked. For a singular moment in my life. I have a future video that will cover this exact topic, so I won't go in depth on it, but I broke up with my girlfriend at the time and simultaneously lost all that popularity. From that point on, I stopped acting that way and started doing stuff I actually liked. While I have noticed that I can be much worse in general mentally without a love life, I did get much better compared to the beginning of grade 9. It's because I started doing stuff I liked. Writing, playing video games a lot more, exploring the outdoors. It was starting to get much better. During the summer, I picked up content creation. Now, although I'm not finished with it, I can say grade 10 so far has been life-changing for me. This whole year has been where I have been myself. I stopped caring about what other people would think if I did something. First day, I was talking to a quote-unquote annoying kid about Elden Ring and was asked to stop because, well, he was quote-unquote annoying. But I was having fun, so I didn't. On Halloween, I wore corpse paint to school where, even though it was Halloween, everyone within a fucking 10-mile radius just stared. I got called Slipknot, Playboy Cardi, and even fucking JoJo Siwa. And I didn't abandon sports. I played a much more memorable season of football with my brothers where I was cooking by the last game. And I'm definitely not the best player, that's for sure. But most notably, I joined the drama club. All those people I would make fun of, I now made friends with. And one of them is now my boyfriend. And you know what? I am really, really happy as of now. I've been lost for a while, but I think the puzzle pieces are beginning to fit. Listen, that was pretty much a recap of most of my life. No fucking joke, right up until now. All of you watching, my message to you is that it doesn't matter in the end whether you fit in or not. You do what makes you you. Fitting in is sad, and I personally know some people who are wearing the biggest masks you'll ever see. I feel like TikTok reposts show who you really are as a person, and I've seen some of these people's reposts and thought, whoa, did they misclick or something? No, they're in the same position I was in previously. I'll pass by them in the halls thinking what could have been of them if they just stopped wearing that damn mask. People don't matter in the end. No one will be by your side except for you 24/7. So, you watching this video, what are you scared of? You are going to be so happy once you let it all out. You might lose some friends or people who don't understand, but maybe like me, you'll gain different people in the process. Sometimes you shouldn't be the popular one. It's okay to lay low a little more, especially in a school setting. So when you wake up tomorrow, all I ask of you is you wear as much corpse paint as you possibly can. Good talk.